Okay, guys, roofers, we're going to talk about getting positive reviews and ways to do this, what effect it has on your ability to show up on Google, on Bing, on search in general, and even AI search. So I don't know what I want to go over first. As far as getting a review, I'll go over some basic stuff. I mean, ask for them for one thing.
That's
Yeah.
really, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. It's ask everybody multiple times.
I
if
used
you
to call
have
it Nolan's 5 points of review success. So first, ask nicely. Have whoever's out there asking for a review. Hand them a card, something they can touch or see, and go, oh, there's some place I can go. I'm not a big fan of the barcodes on there myself, but because I don't trust them anymore. It's like, who knows what it is, but. You can do that if you want. And then I might call them back a day later and say, oh, hey, man, how's things going? Is the roof okay? Yeah, it's fine. And it's like, well, man, I won't bug you again about it, but we sure would like a review. I'm going to shoot you a text real quick.
Yeah, it would really help us out.
It would really help us out. It's how we get new clients. And then the fourth and fifth is data pins will send a review request for not just Google. We'll talk about BBB or Facebook or other type of review links, and an email if you put an email down. And so they've gotten hit 5 ways, and you called back even. Now, once you get established in a market, do you have to call back? And I want to stop real quick and say just a disclaimer. Google literally can take your whole account down and not give it back if you do payola for reviews.
Yep.
That can include incentivizing your salespeople or estimators. That can include incentivizing the client, even with a $10 Starbucks gift card.
Yeah.
It's considered
gift card, get a 5% discount
Yeah.
on your invoice if you leave us a review. All of that is strictly forbidden.
So you can ask, and you're not supposed to review gate. DataPens does not do this, but a lot of people call it. You want to explain review gating?
Review gating is when you try to only show the good reviews. You try to hide.
Did you like your service? Oh, you didn't. Here's Jason, the manager. We're going to call you. Oh, you did like it. Here's our Google link.
Yeah.
That's review gating.
Yeah. And you're not supposed to do that. If they catch you doing it, you could get in trouble for it. But yeah, just ask everybody. Don't do anything shady or anything that anybody gets any kind of payoff. And for God's sake, don't pay for fake reviews.
Yeah, yeah. I had a guy within the last week, maybe it was a week and a half ago, and it was very, very recently. He said, hey, can you get rid of this bad Google review? And this guy's got like 100 reviews, maybe. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. He got a lot of reviews. One of them was a bad review, and he didn't like it. I don't even think it was necessarily fake. He just didn't agree with it, which is fine.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I already paid somebody. I got me some guys in Mumbai, and they're going to take care of it. And I'm like, it's against their webmaster guidelines to do that. Are you aware of what they're going to do? They're just going to get a lot of people or bots, and they're going to start contesting that as a bad review.
Yeah.
And then, which to do that is completely against it. So the guy, and he said, well, I said, oh, I've seen people lose everything from it. I said, what percentage of your business is Google Maps? And he said, well, all of it, most of it.
Well, then you could lose
I'm like,
all of it.
are you willing to lose your whole business because of this? And he said, well, I just didn't think it was fair. And I said, is it fair for Google to employ people to talk to you whenever they want when it's a free platform and you pay nothing for it but make millions of dollars per year? Well, I didn't think about it that way. I said, I would if I were you.
They do.
If something seems unjust to you, is it unjust that they don't charge you $20,000 a month for all the money you're making off their platform? Is that unjust then? So people really need to. So from a review perspective, ask for them. They've got some rules. They're reasonable. They're not charging you. Still to this day, the biggest thing that's ever been around in history of humanity for somebody like a roofer. It is fantastic. It's worth getting up there. Anybody that's the biggest in your market is always in the top.
Yep.
That's why they're the biggest. And so you want to take care of it. You may not have known about that Google Webmaster Guideline, but ignorance of their rules is no excuse for them to slap you off the face of the earth and run your company. But now you know. Now you're not ignorant because Nolan told you. And you just learned something. But I wouldn't risk it.
No.
And I wouldn't I wouldn't badmouth them either because they're pretty great
And
overall.
if you think you have a competitor that has paid for fake reviews or done any of this and gotten away with it, maybe they did. It's barely
it
possible.
doesn't happen much.
But getting away with it is number one. Let's talk about getting away with it. Getting away with it is you got away with it today.
Right.
Those reviews stay up for there forever, and Google keeps watching them, and they could at any moment say, "Yeah, we've decided that change on your profile from 6 years ago now looks weird," and they'll take it down. They don't forget.
Did you hear that similar category, but Instagram just took down just massive amounts of followers? They went in
really?
and identified the bots, and if you paid for them or had a bunch of trash up there, you just lost like tons of people.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if they did it to every account, but they removed all those bots and stuff. Anyway, Google's pretty smart. Yeah, people get cheat still and get away with it.
And even if you do see someone getting away with it, that doesn't mean you will.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen nearly as much. I mean, it's probably diminished 95%.
Yeah.
If they allowed people to do all these stuff and fake reviews and everything, the whole platform would be a farce. Nobody would go to it. There'd be fake Google accounts and reviews everywhere, and everybody'd be like, "This is a bunch of trash."
Yeah.
You know, Billy Bob's Roofing, they're jackasses, and they're the only ones that show up in search because that's Ricky Bobby's is really Billy Bob's. You know, they're all the same people.
Yeah.
So they actually have to have these rules in place, whether you agree with them or not.